Hey, we're back. Clayton Giovanni here, listening to Curiosity presented by Equality Ohio, online at equalityohio.org. So, we just had the first round of guests. This is the next round of guests because there's so many people in the studio, so cozy. So, our next group, I have got Ricky, who's playing Mike. You want to say hi?
Hey, how's it going?
There you go. And then I've got...
I'm Sean. I'm playing Steve.
That'll work. And then...
I'm John Paul. I'm playing Tank.
Okay.
And I'm Brian. I'm playing Arvin.
All right, cool. All right, well, gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in. And also, the whole cast of Evolution Theater Company is like amazing to be here and to always be part here with True FM. So we're loving that. So let's start with you, Ricky. Who are you? What's your character? What brings you here? Hi.
Hey, well, I play the character Mike. Mike is the most popular guy at school. He's also the chess team captain, and he falls for the football team captain.
Jock.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I am the football team captain who is not super popular at school, doesn't really seem to fit in anywhere. But he has a huge crush on Mike, and they fall in love.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, cool. Okay, and then...
And yeah, I'm Tank. I am the high school DJ, sort of cool, nerdy guy who's always around, always basically on the radio, talking about everything that's happening in town, keeping everyone on track with what's going on.
So we got our smooth moves from you, is that right?
Pretty much.
Okay, cool.
And I play Arvin. Arvin's a bit of a follower. He's a do-gooder. He just is generally nice to everybody. And
The Boy Scout.
the Boy Scout, pretty much.
Aww.
Yeah, he follows around Laura, who plays...
Candy.
That's it. I'm forgetting names already. Who plays Candy, kind of her backup.
Yeah, Boy Scout. That's a little note there for me to ask you about in a minute. Okay. All right. So, Mike over there, how do you relate to your character, if at all?
I think Mike's got a little bit of sass to him, which I kind of enjoy, bringing out. I don't always get to do that, but in real life, so it's fun to do that. I think I relate to Mike because, I fall in love just like anyone else would, and, I know what it's like to get hurt. So Mike experiences the ups and downs of love in the show.
So, since you did bring up falling in love, and when this show came out, are there any apps being used in this thing, internet apps? Because that would totally change the whole dynamics of the show and the love triangle.
No.
No. This is pre-internet then, obviously. Okay, cool. All right. Steve, Jockman, how you doing there?
I'm doing great. As far as relating to my character, I don't really. I never played football. You can't see it, but I'm 5'4", and I weigh like 130 pounds, so I'm not a big guy.
Delicious.
Not the football type. But I think Steve is really a hopeless romantic. He is tortured kind of by different loves throughout this show, and I am a hopeless romantic as well, so I relate to him on that level.
Sweet. All right, well, by the way, just want to let you know that you're all listening to Curiosity, presented by Equality Ohio, on the web at equalityohio.org, only on True FM Online, your gay anthem station. I'm Clayton Giovanni, and my next person I'm talking to is the character of Tank.
Hey. So, as far as relating to my character, with everyone in the play obviously being queer in some way, being a queer nerd, although this is kind of like being a nerd geek about more of the audio technical side of things, but as someone who grew up as a queer nerd, it's definitely something that I very much relate to in the character.
So, like, what was it? Just forget the costume, you just got the clothes already at home?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, and I rolled out of bed like this, and I'm this fabulous as usual.
Confidence, not cockiness. Awesome. So, Mr. Arvin, how do you relate to this Boy Scout situation going on?
Well, you bring that up. I was a Boy Scout all the way through high school. I never got Eagle, but I just one merit badge short, and it's come into financial responsibility, and it's kind of funny in my personal life. But that's where most of it comes in. I tended to be kind of a leader, though. I was in music and in band, and never in theater until college. But I was much more of a leader and people following what I did. But it's kind of nice to have that portion and understand that portion of following what somebody else is saying, but also remembering you got to be yourself at one point.
That is amazing. That is nice, and it's coming so awesome to hear that from the next younger generation. Since I'm an old fart, but because I'm an old fart, that also means I have a lot of experience, especially with Boy Scouts. And Mr. Boy Scout himself, who plays a Boy Scout, one of the things I've noticed about any Boy Scout I've ever met later on in life and in the bedroom, you're the kinkiest guys out there, and you've done things that are just kind of like, wow, I never thought I could do that with rope.
That's fair.
How do you? Well, there you go. oh, that was the next question. How do you relate to this? And he's like, yes, that's very true. Oh my God, for a black man, he is blushing red. Honestly, you're looking really
It
good.
happens. It's a little warm in here. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
He's blushing on all 4 cheeks, people, just so you know. And from my personal experience. So, in our last minute here, I'm going to, well, you know what, forget teasing into the next part because we know they're going to be here. Does anyone have anything interesting or new that they're discovering about themselves with their character in this particular production? Anything. It can all be good, it can all be bad.
Stumped us on that one.
Yeah.
Well, just just a thought, because sometimes you get a character that you're playing, it's just like, this isn't me, or this is me too much, or it's like, I never would have said that, or something like that.
You
Anything?
know what I like about the show in general, it just reminds us that even though some things when we're younger seem black and white, nothing is ever that stark. It's never, this is definitely this way, this is definitely the other way, and that definitely plays a role in the show, and the point where we start questioning who we are truly, and what is our point, and how do we express that without feeling the angst and anger of the rest of the world around us.
Okay, gentlemen, agree, disagree?
I agree.
Yeah.
Agree? Okay.
You're welcome.
And Hank's staying
Yeah.
real quiet about this.
Well, I'm staying real quick because we're sharing a mic, so that makes things a little difficult. But yeah, I definitely relate to. So one of the things with my personal characters, there are other smaller characters I play throughout the show, and there's a lot of things that character says because we're in this weird shifted universe that I heard a lot growing up, and so it's like, wow, coming from this other angle, this is so much hate and vitriol coming from this character as far as them expressing how they feel about heterophobia, essentially, in this play. And so for me, being and saying those words, it's just like, this is the same stuff that I heard growing up about homophobia. And so it's like, feeling it from that different angle is just such an interesting thing to observe in play.
This is going to be you were about to say?
Yeah, I was going to say I agree a lot with what John Paul is saying. I think this musical does a great job of just bringing forward how ignorant we can be sometimes in the way we treat other people. And it's a campy and fun show, and people think the concept of it is crazy, but they don't realize that it's just a satirical shot at how we treat other people in the real world.
Okay, gentlemen, for our next generation of gays, I want to thank you very much from the old fag. And honestly, I want to say I do hope that with thoughts like that and verbs like that, I want you guys to seriously consider something in the politics or getting involved or being active, because it's these very few voices that I hear that are going to be the moving voices for the next round of gay equality and human rights. And with that said, you guys are all beautiful. I want you to consider coming back to True FM for any other reason. But now, get out of our studio and get the others in here. I love you. Bye.
Thanks for having us in.